I'm back, sort of. I mean, we'll see. We're gonna try picking this back up, and mainly just because I like to do it. It's for a lot of fun, and I just have a lot of ideas, and I enjoy sharing them with other people. So I'm going to try to pick up YouTube back up. So if you're new here, I haven't been here in an entire year, but if you're not new here and you're like, where the heck have you been? This is a quick update as to where I have been for the past year and where we're going. So if you've been following for a while, I started this YouTube channel just as for fun to document me and my husband's journey of buying our first house, renovating our first house, and flipping it. And that was always the intent, was to buy it, flip it, and then move on up in the world. And that's kind of what happened, but it just happened a lot faster than I was expecting. I mean, 2 years is a good amount of time to own a house, and it was a little over 2 years since we had moved in. But the reason that we didn't stay there longer, I would have liked to stay there longer, but the circumstances changed and we had to go ahead and sell it. So we fast-tracked all of our last-minute renovations. By the time that we decided to sell, there was just finishing little tiny projects that we just had to finish here and there. So baseboards and trim, mainly, is the biggest thing. Painting the doors, little minor things that still needed to be done that we'd just been putting off because honestly we just got tired of all the renovations that we did. But I was really happy with how it turned out. I was actually kind of sad to leave it behind. But the reason being is because I decided to homeschool my son, and my current job was not going to let me work from home and homeschool him at the same time. And so I started looking for a new job, and I found one pretty quicker than I was expecting, but that was a blessing. And this job has been super great to be really flexible so that I can homeschool my son at the same time. But as anyone who knows that working full-time as a mom is difficult, but also homeschooling is difficult, and still had a 3 to 4 year old little terrorist walking around the house. She's a handful. But so I've been really, really busy on top of other personal things that have just been going on. I couldn't do YouTube on top of all of that. We started looking for a new house just for the sake of the commute to both this new job and Lane's current job. So that's what started it. We found this house is built in 98, and it's a typical 90s house, and there's potential to add character. So I'm really excited to start on projects with this, and so I'll start videos on those as soon as I do. I mean, I've kind of gotten started, but not much. But until then, I wanted to go ahead and upload a video of the full before and after of the last house, because I know some of my followers have been with me from the beginning and probably want to see that, but also just sentimentally, I want to see it. I want to see all of our hard work finally come together in one big O video and just see the befores and afters and everything. So that's what this video is. So anyway, stick around if you want to see all of that. I'm excited to share it with you guys, and thanks for support. Like and subscribe if you want to see the new house. You can already see that I've gotten started, although I don't like this color of green, so I will be redoing this eventually. But it used to be pink whenever I first walked in, so we're getting there. So anyway, stick around to see more videos, but for now, here is the last house full before and after. I'll just go ahead and voice over everything we did in each room so you can really know all the blood, sweat, and tears we put into each one. So in the living room, you'll see that we obviously have new flooring. We have new baseboards, window trim, and door trim, and then gave it a fresh coat of paint, new can lighting, and a new ceiling fan. The living room is where you first walk in. So on this wall over here, right next to the front door, I decided to add some beautiful board and batten with some very functional hooks and a place to sit down and put on your shoes. It was great for whenever guests came over so that they had a place to put their bags and coats. On the other side of that wall was the kitchen. I remember this opening. It was even smaller in person. I don't know who designed that, but it was a terrible idea. In addition to everything that we did in the other room, we took down the soffit and added the ceiling height cabinets, which really took your eye all the way up. We have all new countertops, all new backsplash, a big old sink, and moved the fridge to the other wall so that opening was a lot easier to get through. As you can see in the dining room, we did the same thing. New floors, new baseboard, new window trim, and a new coat of paint, as well as new light fixture. And then on the other wall, it really had to be functional. So we had this IKEA shoe cabinet that I painted to match the cabinets, as well as a hook to put our backpacks and coats. And this was the nicest it ever looked, just so you know. In between the kitchen and dining was the hallway where the biggest change was. We rearranged some of the walls to make some of the rooms function a little bit better for us. You'll see that the hallway comes to an end there, but we changed it to where the hallway walks straight into the master bedroom, almost doubling it in size. At least it felt like it. Before I show you the master bedroom, we'll have to stop here in the guest bathroom. I probably did the least amount of work in here just because I loved that teal blue tile. It was really just an ode to the time that the house was built, and so I wanted to keep the character that was there. I added new flooring and gave it a fresh coat of paint, but felt like those simple changes made a huge impact. Once you head back into the hallway, you'll take the first right to go into the first bedroom, which was my son's bedroom. It used to be the biggest bedroom in the house, but that didn't make sense to make the master bedroom the smallest bedroom and this one the biggest, so we stole a lot of space out of here, but it was the perfect size for our Star Wars loving son. This mural was definitely the hardest thing to leave behind, but don't worry, I plan on remaking it in our new house. The next bedroom I'll show you was the master bedroom. Now, like I said before, this was the smallest room in the house. Like, there was no way we would have been able to fit our king-size bed in there. In this before shot, pay attention how close the master closet is to that window, and you'll see how big we made it instead. That is now a full walk-in closet. I don't know why I didn't get a picture of it, but this was the rest of the bedroom. We did a black accent wall along with all the other changes that we made throughout the entire house. Another luxurious thing that I hated to leave behind was this bathroom. Well, not this one, but the after one that you'll see in just a second, which I actually stupidly did not take a video of, but at least I got some really good pictures. This was one of the very last projects that we actually ended up hiring our friend Brian to do all the tile work, but I loved that bathroom so much. The final bedroom was the nursery / my daughter's room. We also took a lot of space out of here to add to the master bedroom and closet, but it ended up being the perfect size for a 4-year-old little girl. Yes, that is OSB on the walls. I was told it was for soundproofing because the last owner had a drummer living in this room. But for my daughter, it was a pink paradise that she loved. We had hoped to finish this basement, but while we were living there, it flooded multiple times. So instead, our money was invested on fixing that problem. But we still made it into a very functional space for our family where the kids loved to play and I did a lot of crafting. We took down all of the drop ceiling and painted the unfinished ceiling black, which really just made it feel really big in here. We took down that center wall. Don't worry, it wasn't load bearing. There was still posts down there to hold the basement up. But we just used sheets to kind of section it off to work better for us. But we fit a playroom in there, a little dining area. On either side of that, we had the laundry room and a craft storage room / workout room and a family room area. We got a lot of use out of this room, and I really kind of miss having this big of a basement. And last, what really helped modernize the exterior was the brand new paint job we did. We also painted all of the windows black and the garage door, added new light fixtures and house numbers. And there you have it, the full before and after of our first fixer-upper. I was really sad to leave this house behind. I think it turned out great, but I'm really excited about all the projects that we're starting in our new house. If you guys want to see a full of how-tos and tutorials and more detailed videos, I will have a playlist linked below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.